Hello and welcome to tonight's stream featuring big bashing dinos. My goodness, hopefully things get pretty nasty and we do some nasty damage with massive creatures. The name of the game is pretty simple here. We got some nice protection, but I will go over things. As always, well, not as always. In the past, I haven't been using Commune with Dinosaurs, but I just wanted to go back to this fantastic spell that helps increase consistency, maybe grabbing a land, grabbing a dino, but also because I brought in Heroic Intervention to help save multiple creatures in a turn. I think feels pretty good bringing Commune with Dinosaurs back. Certainly, if I didn't have something like Heroic Intervention, I have been preferring Tamio's Safekeeping. Also 1 green, but giving Hexproof and Indestructible and gaining 2 life sometimes has helped me win some trades, win some games, definitely. So that's going to be a nice little pairing there. It's certainly nice seeing Commune back, helping again with that consistency. Then it's not the 3 amigos tonight, it's just Otepec Huntmaster, Haste. That's what it's all about. Marauding Raptor, you know him, you love him. Well, you may know him, you may love him, but he's there. As always, Rotting Regisaur. It's John Dino's Embercleave, Rotting Regisaur. It's what we want to be doing. Hopefully we get it off at least once tonight. I'm feeling pretty positive about that. Shifting Ceratops, fantastic. Now I did move Regisaur Raptor to the sideboard just because we got such a massive nasty body there. We'll bring in Regisaur Raptor against various aggro decks if we face them. Mono red, I mean, of course Regisaur is fantastic, but certainly if Rotting wasn't here, definitely I do love the potential of Regisaur Raptor making just a nasty blocker or pretty fantastic attacker. Opponent's creatures may not want to block something like Regisaur Raptor, so he can potentially sneak through a nice bit of damage. Start chipping away where otherwise, without his enrage ability, he just would keep getting chump blocked all the time, unfortunately. As always, Regisaur Alpha, fantastic. Hasty, that's what it's all about. Keep him going fast. Embercleave. Now there is 4 Embercleaves. I want to see this as often as possible. I know lots of people oftentimes go 2, 3, maybe just a single copy of Embercleave because it is a legendary artifact, unfortunately. But I don't think that's so bad. You know, if we draw a second one, maybe we have Embercleave on some creature and the opponent decides all their blockers to save themselves with the creature that has the Embercleave on it, and then we have a second copy of Embercleave in hand, and we just slap it on something that maybe was unblocked completely. Say Rotting Regisaur has an Embercleave on it. They let Shifting Ceratops through because they feel perfectly safe, all good, and then we slapped Embercleave on the Shifting Ceratops. I don't know. Nice little combat trick potentially with 2 of them. But as always, if we have a second copy and we don't need it, we can just, of course, discard it away with Rotting Regisaur's ability there. 2 Carnage Tyrant coming up with the 6th slot. I have liked multiples in the past. Definitely the past few days I have been using the full playset just to help against all that fantastic targeted removal. Just a menace. Fantastic body, but definitely some number. So 2 tonight. And then the Queen, like a crazy person, 4 copies of Ghalta. I mean, Rotting, Ghalta, perfect pairing, casting Ghalta for super cheap. Hopefully 3, maybe 2, but if we can get an Embercleave on a Ghalta tonight, man, that would be just the best finish I've had in quite some time. Super satisfying. Mana base, nothing too crazy. Do got to consider the sources of black to help cast Rotting Regisaur. But also Embercleave requiring 2 red, that can be a little awkward, a little bit of a tough constraint to build the mana base around. So 4 Rootbound Crag, 4 Stomping Ground, 4 Blood Crypt, and a single mountain. Hopefully that's enough sources. That's 13. I think there's definitely a pretty good chance. Certainly if we don't have a second source, Commune with Dinosaurs will help us get that, hopefully. Sideboard, as always, the usual suspects. Rampaging Ferocidon, just 3 copies tonight. Deathgorge, yes, eat up the graveyard. Could potentially be a pretty nice body, oftentimes swinging at 4 power, sometimes swinging at 5, but yes, gotta do something to the graveyard. We got the graveyard Dino. Ripjaw, as I did mention previously, and the lovely, fantastic Blast Zone, helping us to take out Golgari food, maybe stuff a little more costly, but definitely against Golgari food, this does the trick. Also auras a little bit, Orzhov auras or Azorius potentially. But yeah, that's the name of the game. Let's jump into the first match. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. Oh, no. Hey, speaking of this deck, I was actually just working on before I started. 4-color Dino featuring the Great Henge. I'll get to that eventually. Might make a little introduction video tonight. Oh, hey. Oh, that's the wrong menu. Let's get back to it. All right, big bashing. Let's go. But yes, 4-color Dino featuring the Great Henge. Kinjali's Collar is the white creature. And then it's just got Rotting Regisaur, which, being at 7 power, reduces the Great Henge to only 2 green. That's what you want to see. And then it's got Marauding Raptor in there, so turn 1, if we go Kinjali's Collar for 1 white, reduces all dinosaurs by 1. Turn 2, we can go Marauding Raptor for 1 red, so it's down. So all dinos are being reduced by 2. And with the second mana on turn 2, we would potentially go Rotting Regisaur for a single black. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a pretty fantastic thing to do. Ooh, that could be good. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Definitely like the looks of that. Yeah, it's got to be Rootbound Crag. Maintain the potential to get 2 sources of green for turn 3 here, hopefully. Oh, no, I do have it. Yeah, Secluded Courtyard, Rootbound Crag, Blood Crypt, yes. Previously I had Dragon Skull Summit, which would be coming into play tapped right now. So Blood Crypt, certainly fantastic, being able to have that come into play untapped. And let's just go Shifting Ceratops. They won't have 4 mana next turn, so we'll be able to keep up some pretty nice pressure. Hopefully we can go Regisaur Alpha. We will be able to go Ghalta. Anger of the Gods, yep, they had to do something, but we're still left with Shifting Ceratops. Oh, and the Huntmaster. Now I'm expecting there's a pretty good chance they're going to get a sweeper coming up. I'm just going to swing with the Shifting Ceratops, if that is the case. And often, I mean, they probably won't sweep just a Shifting Ceratops. The Celestis. So we could have potentially done it if we had gone Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor. That's too bad. Certainly seemed like I was potentially playing into a sweeper of some kind. Well, could be playing into a sweeper here, but if that's not the case, we got him, hopefully. Let's see. Certainly nice, definitely helpful getting that Shifting Ceratops early. And it looks like we might have got him. Bam. All right. Starting things off strong, definitely nice having that Shifting Ceratops down early to survive that Anger of the Gods, but we got to keep in mind they have Anger of the Gods. Heroic Intervention could come into play here, but after seeing Anger, I do like the potential, possibly, of Ripjaw. Still not too sure what they were all about, but let's see. Definitely, I mean, Carnage Tyrant certainly seems like it would be good against a deck like this. I expect various counter spells, that sort of thing, but unfortunately feels like we got to cut the queen, bring the curve a little lower, and there's some nice things. Deathgorge, I think will do the trick. All right. Yeah, just more early plays. Definitely, they should have lots of non-creature stuff in the graveyard. Ooh, wow, that's not going to do it. Okay, we could make that work. Guess I'll send a Secluded Courtyard to the bottom just in case there's a Commune with Dinosaurs coming up, so we have that source of green, be able to go it. But 3 lands certainly could do the trick. Marauding, turn 2 hopefully, and Rotting, turn 3. A Lotus. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so it's 5-color Lotus Field. Something like that. Huh. Question is, I could go Huntmaster here if I do name Secluded Courtyard here. I'm going to try it. Could be good if Huntmaster survives, but they got a lot of potential mana. Probably some nasty things they could do here. I think he's going to die. Blood Sun. Huh. That's not so bad. Oh, I see. Very interesting. So, okay, that's tricky. That's tricky. That's rough, definitely. So it turns off. It makes Secluded Courtyard only tap for colorless. Man, I don't like that. Well, I think Blast Zone might be in order, seeing 2 Blood Suns. Certainly something I didn't expect. Seems to be doing the trick against us right now. But exile some things. Hopefully get a little bit of damage. Hopefully get a source of red. I mean, next turn, Regisaur Alpha would be nice. A Blood Crypt would be good. So we could go Regisaur Alpha. Well, that's not a Blood Crypt, but hopefully it's coming up here. Stomping Ground, duel, something. Oh, they're still not doing anything. They're waiting, perhaps, for us to... Oh, something graveyard related. So it's some 5-color reanimation. Something. Oh, I see. That's pretty good. Ah, I didn't expect a deck like this, but graveyard stuff certainly seems like the trick, and I think they have us here. I'm not too sure. We do have to take out Lich's Mastery, though. I'll try for Regisaur Alpha. If we can do enough damage with Lich's Mastery, we'll be exiling, hopefully, enough stuff. Certainly if we can slap Embercleave on something coming up here, that would be quite lovely with Lich's Mastery there. They're putting some potentially nasty things in their hand from their sideboard with Mastermind's Acquisition, so that might do it for us here. Cleansing Nova, that does the trick. Yes, indeed. Don't want to have to worry about that again. Man, this is interesting. We still might have them. We'll see. Definitely a Soul Guide Lantern here right about now. That would do the trick, just getting rid of everything in their graveyard. Unfortunately, don't have that in right now, but if we could get a Blast Zone to 6, that would do the trick. So yeah, I think Blast Zone definitely on the menu. Taking out the Blood Suns, potentially the Celestis as well, might help us out. Maybe we could potentially get it. Deathgorge might have survived, and we would have made them sacrifice and exile quite a few things from their graveyard, but Blast Zone's going to be a pretty fantastic out against this deck, hopefully. Heroic Intervention helping out quite nicely. We did see some sweepers there. Yeah, I like the looks of that. But I think I'll cut it. Blast Zone, if they do get that Lich's Mastery, as long as we can get it to 6, we just smoke them that way. And they don't know we have the potential of Blast Zone, so I think that should do the trick. Definitely, hopefully grabbing it with Commune if we don't see it soon enough, but a hand like that, certainly, I like the looks of it. Ooh, speaking of Commune, but definitely Marauding this turn. We'll see what Commune gets us next turn if it changes our game plan up, but I'm thinking Rotting Regisaur goes fast and massive damage as possible. Ooh, that is interesting. Well, I'll still see what Commune gets. Oh, the Blast Zone. Yep, okay. That's what I'll do. Marauding. Marauding and rotting. Seems like they might want to do something for 1 there. A little worried about a Fading Hope bouncing one of these guys, but they have to do something quick or else it could be over next turn. Deathcap, gotta preserve that Blast Zone. And we got a non-creature card in the graveyard, so going Deathgorge, exile Commune. I did expect something, so certainly not a surprise. Still a nice, nasty bit of damage here. Gotta do something to Rotting, though. A sweeper isn't going to do it, which is quite nice. Could see something like Wrath of God. Marauding, good stuff. So I don't forget, put the charge counter on. I did forget last turn, unfortunately, but yeah, as long as we get it to 6, they're just never going to play Lich's Mastery. They can't. So that's pretty nice. Feels like we certainly got it here. 5, okay, bam. There we go, taking down something potentially nasty. They did have some fantastic removal with Lightning Helix there. Certainly did the trick against our cheaper stuff, but Rotting Regisaur was the all-star there, I say. And we had the backup if we needed to with Blast Zone, take out Lich's Mastery. Also something similar to 9 Lives, which has Hexproof, another enchantment for 1 and 2 white. When it leaves the battlefield, the opponent loses the game, whoever's controlling it. But yeah, no, good stuff. Good start to the night. Dusty Tiger 097 Diamond. Well, playing first, that's not quite going to do it. Definitely. Oh, much better. Pretty exciting. I mean, currently, no way to cast Rotting Regisaur, unfortunately, but definitely could be a lot worse. I'm thinking of just sending Rotting to the bottom. Again, don't have any way to cast them. 2 Marauding Raptors certainly could bring the pain. Could be nasty. Oh, is it Phoenix? Oh, 3. Huh. So yes, definitely. Hopefully we get to that second source of red pretty soon. At least with Marauding here, being at 3 toughness, does survive the unholy heats, that sort of thing. Maybe they don't have a second land. They're being a little mana screwed. Okay, not too bad. Oh, that's fantastic, actually. Yeah, next turn, if all goes well, swing with both Marauding Raptors, slap Embercleave on something. Next turn, play the third. Oh, okay. I expected Unholy Heat at some point, unfortunately. But we got a third one. Backup. Fantastic. I don't know if they want to take 6. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right. Hopefully they don't kill more things. At the very least, we won't be seeing any Phoenixes this turn with Expressive Iteration for 2. They'll only be playing another land at the very least. And they don't have any Phoenixes in the graveyard right now, so that's actually makes me feel good. Definitely Deathgorge. Next game, it's going to do the trick. It's another cheap body to help reduce the cost of Embercleave. Opt. Oh, this is... Hopefully, yeah, well, at the very least, we're slapping Embercleave on something. Yeah. Alrighty. Hopefully they don't kill the Marauding that has the Embercleave on it. I don't see them getting rid of both bodies, so at the very least we would have somebody next turn that we can put the Embercleave on if they get rid of the marauding that's attached to it. They definitely gotta do something quick. They can't be super aggressive. Could still see a Phoenix here. They play their 4th land, 2 spells that cost 1. So we could still see a Phoenix, but we got the 3/4 double strike, trample, Marauding Raptor, which could get much bigger coming up. Certainly happy early on tonight. Do see the potential of Embercleave. Oh, Shifting Ceratops. That I do like. Now it will die, unfortunately. Hopefully they don't do anything to it. But if we can get a nice ping with the Marauding Raptor that has the Embercleave at the very least, but also the one that doesn't, that's going to be pretty nice. Oh, painful. Hopefully they don't bounce the one that's powered up here. Yes, I was thinking Unholy Heat was going to be coming. Hey, I'm alright if they want to double up on Unholy Heats. I don't know if they'll want to go down to 2 with the other Maraud. Oh, they're going to trade. Okay. So maybe a Shifting Ceratops hasty next turn. That would be pretty fantastic. Hopefully they don't get rid of Embercleave there. Definitely. Heroic Intervention would have been lovely, lovely there. That would have helped us win the game. Had enough to cast it. Sprite Dragon. Not too bad. Oh, a Ghalta. That's unfortunate. Well, Anger of the Gods is going to help us. No, I forgot. I don't have Anger of the Gods at the moment tonight. But Blast Zone, take out Dragon's Rage Channelers potentially. Or Sprite Dragon if they have a couple. Or if they have one that's just grown out of control, unfortunately. Hopefully something we can play coming up. Gotta be something quick. They're gonna stack up the damage. It's going to be pretty nasty. At the very least, Sprite Dragon hasn't grown too out of control, and we don't see any Phoenixes quite yet. Oh, Huntmaster. Hopefully they can't kill it, but at the very least we can slap an Embercleave on it. He may die, likely, unfortunately. But we did see them use 2 Unholy Heats there to take out that Marauding Raptor, so that does feel pretty good. Would be kind of funny if we won because of an Embercleaved Huntmaster, but with Finale of... what's it called? Finale of Promise here, we could be seeing some Arclight Phoenixes showing up. Ooh, well, Unholy Heat. Yes, that will do it. We got pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, there's just nothing really that's going to help us out. Be able to deal 6 quickly. That's right. That's how it goes. Definitely Deathgorge Scavenger. Certainly coming up in this matchup. Going to be pretty key. Keeping in Heroic Intervention, definitely. That could help out. Certainly if they try to double up on removal. We wait for the first bit of removal. When they go to cast the second one to take something out, Heroic Intervention to save the creature, make them waste both of that removal. It's going to be good. Kind of tempted to keep Ghalta. I love her, but got to make room for the key Deathgorge Scavenger. Certainly Carnage Tyrant's going to be nice here, but I was happy at the very least to see Embercleave come down. Hopefully we can go a little bit faster. Ooh, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it either. Rough stuff. Okay, well. Yeah, we can make that work. Definitely send both forests to the bottom. Get Stomping Ground. Hopefully Deathgorge Scavenger here can get rid of a Graveyard Chicken turn 3. Oh, no, that's also very interesting. We could be saying goodbye to Marauding Raptor, but I don't think so. Certainly wouldn't expect him to use 2 Unholy Heats on turn 2, but it's good. Yes, Deathgorge next. Oh, an Embercleave. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting stuff. Certainly the Blood Crypt. Tapped. Yeah. Could potentially get Embercleave next turn on likely the Deathgorge Scavenger if it's still alive. Of course it is at 2 toughness here, and with Is It Phoenix, so many things that deal 2. But I don't see the Dragon's Rage Chandler, any of them, flying this game. Excuse me. Oh, he's dead. Oh, would have been nice. I think he's dead. Oh, interesting. So, well, Rotting Regisaur, definitely. Huntmaster will be our target to discard again. Hopefully, Deathgorge survives, and we have the 3 bodies plus the 3 lands, so we can cast Embercleave for 3. But it looks like they may kill somebody with something. That's what I was thinking. I mean, I would have probably just killed Deathgorge before it exiled a card from the graveyard, because we still get exile with the trigger on the stack here. Well, still could get Embercleave potentially next turn. Get a 4th land. We'll discard Huntmaster, like I mentioned, and cross the fingers. How many types do they? They got 3 types, so they could get a creature, a land. No, they already have a land. They could get a creature in the graveyard. Both Dragon's Rage Chandlers flying would be pretty nasty. Could also get some Arclight Phoenixes, but they're pretty low, and if Marauding survives, that's going to be painful, especially if we get that 4th land. It could be lethal next turn, slapping the Embercleave on Rotting. Oh, this is good. Okay. So they have a 4th land, maybe killing Marauding Raptor here with an Unholy Heat, or just killing Rotting Regisaur with the Unholy Heat. That would certainly do the trick. Okay. Oh boy, it is now or never. Did we do it? Oh, we did not do it. Actually, no, we still did. Yeah. Buff Marauding. Get past 10. Bam. Beautiful stuff. I almost thought we didn't have it. Okay. Yeah. Just try to do that again. Would like to see Heroic Intervention come into play here, and like I mentioned, stop some of that nasty removal. They'll certainly probably be prioritizing getting Unholy Heat on that Rotting Regisaur there, because it's just nasty stuff. Ooh, that could be decent. Do have Shifting Ceratops eventually. Not quite as fast as I would like, though. Nah, gonna risk it. Gonna risk it. Got our 2 sources of red, Regisaur Alpha, yeah. Could be alright. Hopefully we draw that 2-drop coming up here. Oh my goodness. This is lovely, lovely stuff. I mean, there's a pretty good chance Huntmaster dies, unfortunately. If it doesn't, and we get the hasty shifting, we will be off to the races. Yeah, I spoke too soon. That's alright. There was a slight possibility they might not have an Unholy Heat, Pillar of Flame, Flame Blessed Bolt, but definitely there's a pretty low chance they don't have something that kills someone like that. Oh, hey, Marauding. We got plenty of lands. Definitely, that's pretty fantastic for this turn. Okay. Hopefully he survives. Next turn. Hey, Robgar, how's it going? How's it going? Pretty good. We've taken 1 game from Izzet Phoenix here. Seems like Marauding Raptor's going to survive. Hopefully they don't get 4 kinds of stuff into the graveyard. Maybe killing Marauding Raptor then with Unholy Heats. Oh, 2 Phoenixes. That is not good. Next turn could be lethal, unfortunately. Certainly looking like that's the case. No Deathgorge to be exiling things. Shifting Ceratops could have reach, be able to block Stormwing. So let's see, how many Phoenixes do they have? So that's 6 plus 5, 11. They only have creatures and instants at the moment. Actually, that makes me feel pretty positive now that I think about it. But Deathcap, definitely. Get the Regisaur Alpha, do as much damage as possible. If a Dragon's Rage Channeler is still on the bottom, we do have that to block with if they perhaps want to trade with the token there. That would be alright as well. But we definitely could potentially be dead. Okay. I'm actually happy about that Dragon's Rage Channeler. Certainly at the very least seems like we'll take 12. We could be dead if they do 2 damage to us. That'd be exactly lethal. Or could just be dead. Definitely with Stormwing there. That's going to grow pretty powerful. But they have to kill us this turn. Oh, okay. Well, that's it. Definitely. 3 Phoenixes is going to do the trick. Ouch. Painful, painful stuff. I'll hold off just for a second. They might not have it. Oh, they do, yes, with the Faceless Looting. That's going to do the trick. Nasty, nasty is 6/6 and 3 2s, flying haste. That's alright though. That's what Izzet Phoenix is meant to do. Painful things. Alrighty, well, seen Embercleave a little bit tonight. Hopefully we get to see it in this match coming up. Would like to see it a couple times, especially at least once, slapping it on that Rotting Regisaur. Oh boy. That's what you guys come here to see. Potentially an Embercleave on Ghalta for a 13/13 double strike trample. That's got to do the trick. little bit lower chance we get to that, but there is always the potential. Ooh. I don't know. Kind of awkward, definitely, if we have to name human with Secluded Courtyard there. So I'll try for something different. Okay, that could be good. Certainly if we see a turn 1 Thoughtseize, something like that, don't have to worry. We still have at least Marauding Raptor coming up turn 2. Oh, it's Celestia colors, so that could mean some shenanigans coming up. Hopefully it's not life gain, because we have Rampaging Ferocidon in the sideboard at the moment. Oh, Bant. Something, maybe. At the very least, we could potentially get a nice, nasty swing next turn, going Regisaur Alpha, or if we get a 4th land, we could potentially go Carnage Tyrant for 4, which that actually would be pretty fantastic, because Carnage Tyrant, being at 6 toughness, would survive 2 pings from Marauding Raptor. Oh, I like the looks of that. I do. Yeah. I think I'll take the hit. True Blue, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, I have a couple cards. Oh, hopefully they don't. 12 life, not too bad. Cards that aren't in Arena that I think would fit well in a Dino deck. There's 2 that come to mind. Desert, just strictly Desert. It's a card from way back when in Arabian Nights. Man, that's fantastic. At the end of combat, you have the opportunity to tap it and deal 1 damage to target attacking creature. So, certainly that can be good paired with enraged dinos, but also something cheap that's attacking you that has maybe 1 toughness at the end of combat. Either it started at 1 toughness or it's sitting at 1 toughness. Yeah, I'll get the Blood Crypt down. Yeah, so Desert, at the end of combat, tap to deal 1 damage to target attacking creature, either yours or your opponent's, whose ever turn it is. And it also taps for 1 colorless. And then Flame Whip, 1 in a red. When it's an enchantment, the creature has the ability to tap for just tap and deal 1 damage to any target. And then you can sacrifice Flame Whip to deal 1 damage to something. So for 1 in a red, you can split 2 damage to get 2 enraged triggers, or you could just continually tap that creature, use it as a way to just ping stuff each turn. Get some nice enrage value from either Regisaur Raptor, drawing a card, ranging raptors, something like that. Hopefully we have them here. Definitely Rampaging Ferocidon coming in, but yeah, those are definitely my 2 picks. Desert from Arabian Nights and Flame Whip from Weatherlight, and there is a copy of it from Time Spiral, I believe. Time Shifted, the original Time Spiral. Alright, oh, I was worried there. We got some nasty damage, enough to get it done, but that certainly could have grown out of control. So, Rampaging, big time. Blast Zone, able to take out some of the big nasty things. Now, I didn't see Scurry Oak, Heliod combo. For anybody that doesn't know, Heliod, whenever you gain life, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So the 1/1 counter would go on Scurry Oak. Whenever it gets a 1/1 counter on it, it makes a squirrel token. So whenever, if they have a creature or some card that they gain a life, whenever a creature comes into play, it's an infinite loop and can be very, very painful. So I'm looking for Rampaging to shut things down, definitely. I think I probably could cut 3 Heroic Intervention, make some space for the rampaging there. No creatures. Just because dinosaurs are such a new tribe, there isn't really any old dinosaurs that are probably good enough. Pygmy Allosaurus from Ice Age, 2 and a green for 2/2, I believe, and it has Swamp Walk, but that's just kind of a fun wishful thinking card. But yeah, just because dinos are so new, there's nothing too old. Embercleave, I think we got to say goodbye to that. Yeah, definitely I like the potential of Blast Zone. I think that could help us out quite nicely, especially if they get a bunch of Righteous Valkyries. Yeah, hopefully they don't. I do expect Collected Company at some point. I think we can make that work. I was hoping to see a Rampaging Ferocidon in the opening hand, but 2 Blast Zone may potentially keep them in check. 2 Ghaltas. Perhaps I could have cut the queen for this game. Oh, hey, Hunt. Okay, that is actually pretty fantastic. Hopefully I don't see a Skyclave Apparition coming. I would like the next dino. Let's see. Probably at 3. I'd like it 2 and a green to maximize some nice potential for cost reduction. If I do have a Huntmaster and a Marauding Raptor out, I could then play that new dino for a single green, something like that. And I would like it to have something nice to do with Enrage. Maybe a rare dino or something at 4, but certainly something for 2 and a green or 2 and a red that does some nice ability. And it's got to have minimum 3 toughness so it can survive a Marauding Raptor ping. But yeah, I think that's probably what I'd go with. This could get interesting though. Yeah, I'm going to go with the second Marauding. Swing with the buffed up one, keep them in check a little bit damage-wise. Certainly wouldn't expect them to trade with the Righteous Valkyrie, but if we get that second source of green, we could potentially see Ghalta next turn. Shall I? Not too bad. Ooh, well, it's not a second source of green, unfortunately. That's too bad. Put some charge counters on, at the very least. Hopefully not see a Skyclave Apparition. Ooh, Legion Angel. Okay, that's also not... At the very least, it's not a Cleric, or... Oh, another Angel or Cleric. So things are getting kind of nasty. Hexproof not doing a whole lot for their creatures because we're just looking to slam the biggest things here. So that's not too applicable for them. Do want to do something quick though. Ooh, still can't make it happen. But we'll get that third charge counter, I should say, on this Blast Zone here. Be able to take out... Maybe I should have done the thing that cost 4. That's alright. Man, that's kind of rough. Could up potentially the sources of green, especially can be a good idea when you have something like Ghalta, Carnage Tyrant, Regisaur Raptor, and Shifting Ceratops all requiring 2 sources. So adding this third color, sometimes things can get a little bit awkward, to say the least. Interesting though. What do they have planned? I'm thinking it could be Collected. Yep. Mana Hose stinks, certainly, but variance happens. Bound to happen at some point. Question is, Could Ghalta help us get it done? We are at 4, so will that be enough? 12 plus 8 would be 20. Nah, that's not going to do it. It's close. If they hadn't gained any life, we potentially could have got him. Yeah, that certainly could be something. Or Ancient Ziggurat actually is one of my favorites if I'm leaning very heavily into lots of creatures for doing the toolbox things, something like Rampaging Ferocidon, Deathgorge Scavenger. Ancient Ziggurat, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a land, comes into play untapped. It taps for 1 mana of any color, and you can only cast creature spells with it. It's pretty fantastic, actually. I've used it in the past when I'm not doing too many things instant or sorcery related. Ancient Ziggurat, oh, it is a breeze. Fantastic. Just fixing, especially with the 3rd color, Rotting Regisaur, Regisaur Raptor. But if you haven't considered Ancient Ziggurat and you are playing a ton of creatures or basically all creatures, I think it could be something to keep in mind, definitely. And it is an uncommon, so that's certainly not too hard on the wildcard wallet. Hopefully I see a Rampage. Well, I was hoping for Rampaging Ferocidon, but yeah, I might try that alchemy land at some point. I'm certainly saving up the wild cards and the gold for the 3-color Triumph from the new set, Streets, coming out. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Could be very, very good. Certainly very nice. Blood Crypt, Rootbound Crag coming up. Deathcap Glade for the 3rd land. Oh my goodness, this is... Whew. I'm liking. I think we may have a good chance here. Definitely. Hopefully nothing happens to Huntmaster, but at the very least, we still have the potential of Rampaging Ferocidon. Tangled Florahedron. Well. I'm just going to go with Deathcap Glade, I should say. Nope. Almost screwed us over there. Yes, okay, Commune with Dinosaurs. Regisaur Alpha I do like, but I like Ghalta better. I think we may get Ghalta next turn, I believe, if my math is correct. At the very least, they'll spend some resources dealing with Rampaging Ferocidon here. Lyra Dawnbringer. That's actually... Oh yes, we got the Queen. True Blue. Robgar. Anyone else watching right now? This is what you want to see. This is what you came for. Wow. Anytime you get to see the Queen, it's a good night. That's for sure. Bringing the pain. Won't gain any life nicely because of Lyra. Good stuff. Hopefully that does the trick. Oh, exactly. Lethal. I hadn't even done the math there, I swear. Whew. Whew, that was always nice when you have a match like that in the night. So, man, that was good. Fantastic. I mean, I was a little worried having 3 copies of Rampaging Ferocidon. In a matchup like that, it is so incredibly key. So I like to oftentimes bring the full play set of Rampaging Ferocidon just to give the most chance. Yeah, definitely. Certainly fairly easy to answer. There's a wide array of answers, but it is, like has been mentioned before on the stream here, Ghalta is pretty much the best thing Dinos can do. There's not a whole lot of other decks that are doing anything close to what Ghalta can do. So certainly if it's unanswered, the opponent's probably losing, and for good reason, but it can be answered and interrupted pretty easily. There's a wide variety of things. Yeah, no, that was good stuff. What time am I at? Let's see. Oh, time for one more match, at the very least, but it's certainly a fair thing to be doing. Nobody's talking about dinos being busted. Would have been nice getting Embercleave on the Ghalta there, but yeah, if you don't deal with Ghalta, you die. I definitely do prefer some way to have her get haste. Oh, excuse me, I'm drinking sparkling water. But yeah, I do like hopefully getting one swing with Ghalta, because she has haste from Regisaur Alpha or Otepec Huntmaster, hopefully. But oftentimes, as I've seen, you guys may have seen, Otepec Huntmaster dies. Definitely keeping... Actually, maybe I'm going to send Embercleave packing, yes. Yeah, no, it's very uncommon, and yeah, no, I would be pretty happy if I was playing against, the same decks over and over, then I see something new and interesting in Dinos. Just cool to see it, I imagine, from the perspective of the opponent, just because it is fairly uncommon. Demir Rogues, it's looking like, so might be shedding some tears here. Certainly expect Huntmaster to die to a wide variety of things. Fatal Push could be coming up, unfortunately. Ooh, well, we're saying goodbye to Rotting Regisaur. Yes. Or maybe Carnage Tyrant. Well, at the very least, we got that all-important 4th land. Again, hopefully Huntmaster survives. Maybe we can get a nice... Hey, we got 1 point of damage on him. So that might help us. That might be the deciding factor down the line. Ooh, we're saying goodbye to Regisaur. That's not nice. But Thoughtseize, fantastic. Certainly, True Blue against a deck like this, it can be rough. A rough time for Dinos. Because they're doing fair things. Question is, yeah, I'll try for Regisaur. They might have something. They might not. Hopefully not. Could see him flashing something nasty in. I'm going to try my hand at attacking. Do as much damage as possible. Something Death Touch related. Oh, okay. So we got a nice bit of damage in there. I was very worried seeing 2 blue, or a blue and a black there. Could be a wide variety of things. That is not too bad, actually. Hopefully they don't draw something that can deal with Regisaur Alpha, but we might have them here. Especially with Heroic Intervention able to save some variety of things. I'll keep that Secluded Courtyard there. I think we might have them. Definitely with this Heroic Intervention. Ooh. Perfect Heroic Intervention. Bam. I was hoping it would show up handily. Fantastic. I mean, Tamiyo's safekeeping certainly would have done the same thing. A single target interaction would have been able to cast it for 1 cheaper, but Heroic Intervention. Fantastic stuff. Dimir Rogues, though. Blast Zone certainly feels like it's going to be pretty fantastic, taking out a lot of the rogues at 1, 2, some stuff at 3, but I think there's a lot of rogues at 1 and 2. Yeah, Blast Zone. Ghalta, with all the fantastic, nasty removal, disruption, probably might be a pretty low chance we get to the Queen this game, especially being on the draw. They could get a lot of stuff going, so I think definitely on the draw against a lot of decks, being that one turn behind, there's a much lower chance we get to Ghalta. Oh, yeah, I'm keeping that. I did see one mulligan, which is 2 mulligans. Pretty sure that was 2, so it's looking pretty positive. Nice, keeping one hand. A little unfortunate for the opponent. But we persevered through that rough thought seizes and got it done, luckily. Do have 2 sources of green nicely for, hopefully, Carnage Tyrant, which I would expect provides a nice headache for him. Blast Zone, ooh. But Ingenious Infiltrator is at 4, so I don't see us getting 4 charge counters on Blast Zone anytime soon. Cross your fingers, hope Huntmaster survives. Hope they don't have that fatal push. But they probably want to play creatures right now. Get some more ninjas out. Not blocking, that's for sure. Could be nice next turn, definitely. Hopefully, being able to save... Oh, very good. Yeah. Being able to save Huntmaster and Marauding here with Heroic Intervention, hopefully. Oh, good, they let it resolve. Yeah, I know, True Blue, you say it. I haven't seen ninjas too much, but it does the trick. Nasty stuff, especially with the support that they got from Neon Dynasty. I think they're a pretty fantastic tribe. Definitely does the trick. Dimir colors, very nasty, very disruptive. All those removal spells. Ingenious Infiltrator is pretty sweet also. Man, I do wish Anger of the Gods right about now. Okay, yes. Soaring Thought Thief. I think that's probably going to be our target. Unless they get some more stuff that costs 1. Might just pop Blast Zone right when we play. But definitely would like to go, hey, MTG Arena. Yeah, ninjas. Ninjas versus dinos. It doesn't get more interesting, epic than that. Right. I think they might try to do something here. Well, at the very least, we did save Blue Bear. Blue Bear, how's it going? That could be it. Well, maybe not next turn, but it is nice. Heroic Intervention, like I was hoping, did make both our creatures fantastic blockers since they are indestructible, hexproof, all that stuff. So this is a scenario I was hoping Heroic Intervention would help us out for. Let's see. Could they kill us next turn? 2, so that's 6. 9. I don't think they'll have it, but yeah, certainly we'll go with Carnage Tyrant. Can't interrupt that guy. They will probably be casting that Soaring Thought Thief. I don't think it gets to 4. No, it won't be 4. So Soaring Thought Thief possibly blocking Marauding Raptor. Excuse me. If they can't kill us, getting another Carnage Tyrant next turn I think should do the trick. But we might also be dead with this Soaring Thought Thief. If they let all the damage through, I think that... yeah, that might be it. Six, 9. Just 30. Okay, so they're 1 short actually. If they play something else like Soaring Thought Thief, another Silver Fur Master, that's okay. All right. So they could also try to deal just as much damage as possible. Maybe we get... okay. Still might not have it. See if they play anything. Will be able to do 14 damage, trample, which might still do the trick. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. We got options here. 14, 3. Shifting Ceratops would go right past for 5. Nah, it's got to be as much as possible. Hopefully that does it. They either have to do something to Huntmaster here or have... oh, that is too bad. Dang. Well, not quite gonna do it. It's too bad. Almost had him. That was close. So, try and go as fast as possible. Hopefully, Blue Bear, you get to see Ghalta come down with an Embercleave, but things have gone pretty well so far tonight. I was a little bit worried. We saw the potential of Heroic Intervention making even a weak thing like Otepec Huntmaster pretty fantastic chump blocker, surviving for a following turn to hopefully lay down something nasty. I don't know, that is interesting. I do like 2 blast zones, but it's fairly awkward not even having a single source of green to go with Commune, dig for some other land. But 2 Rotting Regisaurs would provide a headache. We are able to cast it with Secluded Courtyard here. I know it's crazy. It's crazy. Yes, Blue Bear, I am playing for Embercleave and 4 of the Queen, Ghalta. Crazy stuff. That's the name of the game tonight. Trying to do as much damage as possible as often. I may not recommend going, so many Embercleaves because it is a legendary artifact. But like I mentioned at the beginning, something legendary certainly can be a pretty fantastic discard target for Rotting Regisaur if you have multiples of that legendary card. Oh, interesting. Marauding Raptor. But definitely, I think just getting Rotting down, being able to swing with it next turn. If we do get another land, we would potentially be able to go Marauding Raptor plus Rotting Regisaur. Certainly at this point, Commune with Dinosaurs, one of them will be the target for Rotting here. Super aggro. Different, definitely, than Turbo Queen. No Anger of the Gods, just because I moved Regisaur Raptor into the sideboard, and I'm hopefully relying on Blast Zone here to take out problematic creatures at certain mana costs. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the second Rotting Regisaur. Could be rough, but definitely. Oh, okay. Well, still having one. Only having to discard Commune next turn. I guess this is Dimir Ninja Rogues, which they got kind of some dual support from Silver Fur Master. We're going to have to up the Blast Zone to 2, hopefully. Yeah. Definitely upping the Blast Zone to 2. Hopefully we're not just... Oh, a Fatal Push. That is painful. Luckily they went... Or they got rid of Rotting Regisaur and oh, okay, good. We got more lands. But I think it's got to be upping one of the Blast Zones to 2 charge counters so that we can take out both these Soaring Thought Thieves. Could potentially go Marauding Raptor plus Rotting Regisaur. Followed by Regisaur Alpha next turn. Nah, I think I'm just going to play it safe. Get the second charge counter on the Blast Zone here. Wasn't a whole lot that I could fake, leaving that mana up. Don't have any dinosaurs I can cast with Flash, and in the past I have forgotten sometimes to put the charge counters on Blast Zone, unfortunately, so I'll just get that out of the way. Hopefully we can still get it done. Ooh. At the very least, still hopefully have a play coming up next turn. Would be nice going Marauding Raptor for 2 after playing a 5th land. Could potentially see that happening. Ooh, very interesting. Well, definitely gotta pop it. I just hope that slowed him down enough, but it is a very interesting, odd game, this one. I mean, it is nice having Blast Zone at the very least. In a worst case scenario, it is a land helping us to ramp, but man, not having... Oh, Unclaimed could be nice. Try for more. Okay, good stuff. Counter spells? No counter spells? Seems like Marauding got played pretty quickly there. They didn't have anything they could respond to it. Okay, there's the Fatal Push. So they don't have any counter spells, it seems. It didn't stop. So that's kind of nice. But 2 Brazen Borrowers. Shifting Ceratops could be nice, potentially blocking the Brazen Borrowers. Hopefully we can make some stuff happen, though. A Source of Green would be nice, getting to finally use this Commune with Dino. Agadeem's Awakening, that's not good. Can we do anything? No. That's alright. No, I thought that was lethal. It could be lethal next turn, depending what they play. So, Shifting Ceratops it is. But that could be it for us. Man, Blueberry, you mentioned about Anger of the Gods, which sometimes that can do the trick against a deck like Dimir Ninja Rogues. A lot of stuff at 3 toughness or less. Did they just mill? Oh, I thought they milled 2 Embercleaves, but Oh, another shifting. That's not good. Is there anything we can do? I don't think so. Could pop the Blast Zone, get rid of the Merfolk Wind Robber, but they just play a Brazen Borrower with Flash, and that would be lethal that way. No. It's unfortunate. Couldn't quite get it done against Dimir Ninja Rogues. It is interesting getting to face that deck again. Seeing how Anger of the Gods definitely would have helped us out there, as it does help us out against Izzet Phoenix. Lots of other stuff, but certainly Izzet Phoenix and this deck, dealing 3 damage. Oftentimes it does the trick against a wide variety of stuff. Not so much Golgari food. If the Ravenous Squirrel has grown too big, grown out of control whenever they sacrifice a creature or an artifact, it gets a 1/1 counter on it. And with a deck based around sacrificing things, something like Ravenous Squirrel grows out of control, out of range. Yeah, I'm thinking. Might just have to do it. Might just be a thing that just to cover my bases. Blast Zone, I think, is quite nice, but I do prefer if it's just something against Golgari food where Blast Zone already comes into play with that charge counter. Pop Blast Zone immediately, take out everything at 1 mana value or converted mana cost. Yeah, Anger, definitely. Yeah. Something to consider. Lots of variation, fantastic fun to be had. Always room for improvement. I'm open to suggestions for sure. It's probably interesting and nice when you can watch it from the other side. You guys may see things that perhaps I miss. Certainly I did miss having Lair of the Hydra in tonight, but sometimes it did the trick. I had a good time though, as always. Thanks for watching right now or later on. Should be back tomorrow night, I expect. Yeah, I had fun. I'm thinking of doing 4-color dinos tomorrow. That is actually pretty interesting. Might do an introduction after this, but yeah, I had fun. Lots of fun. Actually, let's open up this pack here, see what I get. Another wild card, always in need. Soul Transfer. Well, I won't really ever be using that. It is fantastic removal, but nah. All right. Well, have a good night. I will see you guys next time. You'll have to wait and see. I'll finalize the list tonight, but yes, it's going to be a good one. 4-color dinos tomorrow. Very interesting stuff. Could be 5-color, but maybe I'll make it 5-color. It's going to be fun. A lot of potential there, but yes. See you guys later.